I don't know why I thought it would be a good idea to gather all my unread books because they are staring at me from the dining table and I am overwhelmed. But let's get into it. So, since this is all one chaotic mess, actually it's not that bad. I know that some people can't even like fit all their unread books on a table. My cat can still fit on the table because he's right in the middle of it. And yeah, I'm gonna go in a random order. Let's start with the book that I'm currently reading because, you know, still haven't finished, is the Iliad by Homer, and I'm taking it very slow. This came with a box set and the Odyssey, how do you pronounce it? The Odyssey? The Odyssey? Don't know. And the, oh god, I cannot pronounce it. The Aeneid? Oh my god, I am butchering this. I'm so sorry. By Virgil. And they're all translated by Robert Fagles. I actually went looking for the perfect translation for me. And I decided that I liked his writing and his translation most. So that's why I went with this box set. Next book I still need to get to is The Death of Ivan Ilyich by Leo Tolstoy. And this is a collection of short stories. Very excited to read it. I loved War and Peace. I loved Anna Karenina, one of my favorites. So yeah, very excited. Then I also have a bunch of short stories by Guy de Maupassant, and I am so curious to find out if this is going to be the next French author that I absolutely love, because I have this love for French authors. I don't know, but their writing style suits me and it always clicks. I don't know why. But yeah, very excited. The next French author is Émile Zola, Germinal. This was also a secondhand book. I loved Thérèse Raquin. If you're interested in my review, you can watch it. It's on my channel. The next book on my TBR is The Pillars of the Earth by Ken Follett. I have heard so many great things about this book, about his author, about his historical knowledge and his writing style. I am very excited to read it. It is big, so I don't know when I will get to it. I don't know if it will happen this year, but it will definitely happen next year. The next one are two plays by Molière. He was actually alive during the Sun King's reign in Versailles, and I have already read The Misanthrope, but I still need to read his most famous work, Tartuffe, and I cannot wait to get to it. It's going to be fast, very short, so yeah. The next one is a short one. It is The Sorrows of Young Werther. Werther? I don't know. By Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Von Goethe? Oh god, these names are killing me. If you've read anything by this author, let me know. I would love to know. The next one, Far from the Madding Crowd by Thomas Hardy. Look at this edition. It is stunning, and I cannot deny that it was because it was this beautiful that I picked it up. I haven't read anything by Thomas Hardy yet. I'm so excited. I'm excited about every book here on my table, so that's good, right? And I think I even have another one by Thomas Hardy, yeah. Tess of the Duberville. Look at this edition. Again, it is so beautiful. I love these editions so much. Still need to read this one too. If you've read them both, let me know in the comments with which one I should start. So many more books. Okay. The next one, A Crime and Punishment by, wait for it, Fyodor Dostoevsky. I have heard a lot of praise, so I better not disappoint. Okay, so now let's do all of my Victor Hugo books, because there are a lot of them that I still need to read. The first one, 1793, big one. The next one, 93. He had something with titles and numbers, apparently. And Toilers of the Sea, a shorter one, but like the... oh my god. Oh, I didn't know this was so... look at this. my god, I don't feel like reading it in this format. That's horrible. Like, it's not inviting at all. I don't know if I'm the only one, but when I see like this uninviting font, it's so small and it's like in two parts. It's really weird. But anyway, it was the... Ooh, look at this. I love it. This was the only edition I could find in English. The less known books of Victor Hugo are so difficult to find. I hate it. Like, why? So yeah, these editions quite hard to find, but you know, I'll just have to take them with tiny font and everything. And then the last one that I have, The Man Who Laughs, in this horrible edition, and the font is okay. It's normal font. Another big one. When I got this and it arrived home and I opened the package, I started laughing. The Count of Monte Cristo, the unabridged version by Penguin Classics. It is so big. But I'm very excited because, you know, I've heard so many readers say that this is one of their favorite classics. So my expectations, I'm just waving this around, my expectations are so high. I actually first bought this Macmillan Library edition because I loved the cover of this one, and then I found out that it is the abridged version and I kind of want the whole experience. So yeah, we're doing the unabridged version. It's getting really dark outside, so I hope it's still light enough for the camera. I am currently reading The Three Musketeers, which is part 1 in the whole series, but at the same time, I made the mistake of also buying The Man in the Iron Mask because I thought they were standalones. They aren't. Like, this series is... There are so many books in this series, so be careful. Do not buy The Man in the Iron Mask because I think it's like book 6 or 7, I don't know. But I have it on my shelf. And I will probably not get to it this year and not get to it next year, so it'll be on my shelf for the coming years and it's going to remain unread for a while. The next one, and also such a beloved book, Middlemarch by George Eliot. George Eliot was her pen name, it was a woman, and between all these male authors, it's kind of nice to have a woman, right? The next female author on my list is Daphné du Maurier. I think she's French. It sounds French, so I'm going to pronounce it in French. And it is Rebecca, one of the most influential novels of the 20th century. A stunning book. Let's see, Sarah Waters. Let's see. I actually saw the movie a long time ago and I didn't even know that it was based on a book, and it wasn't bad at all. And I see people recommend this for beginners in classical literature because I guess it feels a bit like classic literature but then more modern. It's a guess. If you read it, let me know. The next two are by Honoré de Balzac, and he has become one of my favorite French authors in a short period of time. The first one that I have bought is Lost Illusions, and the second one is Old Man Goriot. I love this cover so much. The next one I have, it's also a big one, and it's a Flemish book. It's written in Dutch, and it is by a Flemish author, Johan op de Beek. It is about the French Revolution. Next up, and this one I bought in Oxford. No, I bought it in London, sorry. Charles Dickens, Hard Times and Pictures in Italy. Now, I don't know what to think of Charles Dickens because I've tried reading Great Expectations. I gave up in the middle of the book. I don't know why, I still regret it. But I wasn't enjoying it. And I was stupid enough to give up because now I regret that I haven't finished it and that I haven't given it a proper chance. You can say that I gave it a proper chance because I was like halfway, but still, I want to try more and see if his other works, if I can enjoy them. So yeah, I think Hard Times is worth a shot. The Tenant of Wildfell Hall by Anne Bronte. This is a beautiful children classics edition. Can't wait to read it. This is the only book that I am not excited about at all because I have to read part 1. Part 1 is King of Scars. I need to reread it to refresh my memory because it has been years since I've read the novel, and if I want to read part 2, then I need to refresh my memory. But I don't want to because I didn't like part 1. But then again, I bought the book and I kind of don't want to give up. Like, maybe the second book blows my mind. Then I have this box set. It is filled with stories about Anne of Green Gables by Lucy Maud Montgomery. Oh, we're at the last book. That wasn't too bad, right? So the last one is the works of Oscar Wilde. Essays, and there are short stories in it, and I've read almost everything except his essays and a few short stories. One day I want to be able to say that I have read everything by Oscar Wilde. I love his work, and I'm also thinking about making a video ranking all of his stories. I think that was everything. I might have forgotten some books here and there, but I think this is most of it. Have you read any of these? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video.